Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. You can see the slogan behind me. Obviously, this relates to Colin Kaepernick, NFL quarterback, taking a knee while the national anthem was playing over in the US. Nike have made a bold move to back him, and I think they're going to fall on the right side of history with this message. What do you make of it, Michael?
Yeah, there's no doubt, on the overarching message that fundamentally every human obviously is equal. They're just not treated as such in all aspects of the world. We know this, whether that's economically, racially, or anything else. There's a lot of disparities. So he's definitely on the right side of, as you say, of history there. But what's more, I guess, what's interesting, or what we're here to talk about, is more on the message itself, in terms of what is it promoting about belief in something that you're doing and sacrifice to get there. And this is really interesting, Lewis, because from a mindset point of view, it would be common for everyone to think that if you had strong belief or conviction in something, that was going to lead to a certain outcome.
Yeah, definitely. In football, there's, I've seen players with tattoos with belief on it. There's a lot of talk of belief and how important it is to believe in yourself, to believe in the team, believe in the philosophy of the club. To get to the top, you've got to sacrifice. So definitely it's commonplace. So you're suggesting that that's not needed there to perform at your best?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd go beyond suggestion and say it was true that it's not needed. And this isn't kind of my sort of truth on it, but I want it to be your truth, the person listening. And how you can decide whether this is true for you as well is, think about it. There would have been occasions, and this could be in a job interview or anything. It's not necessarily in sport, right? Because belief is across the board misunderstood. So you could say that you need to believe in something. So you could have felt really good, for example. You felt that you were going to perform really well. You had strong belief and you were the right man for the job, or this game, I'm really ready for it. I'm up for it. So you can have a strong belief, and then the worst could happen. You can not perform very well and not get the outcome you want. So that demonstrates that belief kind of didn't work for you on that occasion, right? And the same is on the flip side, of course, that you can believe that you're not going to win. Or you're not going to perform well because perhaps you've got a niggle, or it's not kind of right for you. You don't perform well at this particular ground. Whatever it is, it's a belief around your lack of performance. Then you can still go out and play a really good game, even a blinder, and surprise yourself. And this can happen for runners, especially like when they win and run across world record times in athletics, for example. How many times we people run across the line, buzzing with victory or whatever, and then they completely change when they look at the clock, and their kind of hands go up to their mouth, they're gasping, wow, a world record. They can't believe it because they didn't believe that there was a world record time until they saw the clock. So chasing these things, it's just not required. You can just go out and play. That's the message.
Okay, so and when it comes to sacrifice, moving on to that now, people, I guess, have a belief that they need to sacrifice as well. If I'm going to make it to the top, I've got to sacrifice going for dinner with my family. I need to get my rest. I've got a game the next day. I've got an event the next day, whatever it might be, if you're in whatever sport you're in. And also they might say, I can't go out tonight. I've got a game in a couple of days. That's a sacrifice to me. So what do you make of this having to sacrifice to make it to the top in sport?
Yeah, again, they're really, as you quite rightly point out, really intertwined. So sacrifice, again, that's a wholly owned perception by yourself. It isn't an actual thing that's possible. So some people will relish the task, the challenge, or just think it of, well, this just needs to be done. There's no real sacrifice about it. I'm just doing it, and they'll be in the process of it. Whereas someone who really feels they're losing out or missing out, on something, they'll say, oh, I've sacrificed time with the family. I've sacrificed, leisure time or enjoying myself.
So would you say from saying an Olympic athlete is something you hear often, they say made a lot of sacrifices to get here to win the gold medal. You're saying that will fluctuate throughout their career. Sometimes it will be to get to training start at 6 a.m. or whatever it is, go into train and do a double session or triple session during a day. You're saying throughout that day, they'd see that as a sacrifice. And other times they're having a laugh and a joke, or they're just at their work and they've not really got anything on their mind. So you're saying it's more of a fluctuation sacrifice, and it's not a constant perception that is of any real value to an athlete.
No, totally. It can come and go, and one thing to point this out is diet, for example. So nutrition. When you're bang on point with your diet and you're enjoying the process and you're conscious of what you're eating and you're getting good results, you don't give it second thought. and then you could be served that sweet potato again, and you're like, oh, again, and you might then see it as a sacrifice, but the food on your plate hasn't changed. So this variable is occurring within us. Yeah.
Okay, that's all from us at Lit Within. I think we've covered the advert behind us. You can see what corner we're in. We're just trying to help athletes, coaches and teams see that they don't need belief and sacrifice to perform at their best. We're trying to blow away all the myths about what you need to perform at your best. And that's what we're doing right here today with this piece of content. Speak to you soon. That's all. Cheers. Bye.